Oh, Deadpool. Oh, not this Deadpool. No, not that Deadpool. We don't ever want to see that Deadpool again. So Deadpool is directed by Tim Miller, first-time director, and it's written by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, same guys that wrote Zombieland. So Deadpool tells the story of Wade Wilson, a mercenary, who finds out that his whole body is riddled with cancer. He undergoes some strange experiments to try to cure himself of the cancer, but it ends up messing up his face and his body, and he just looks like a topographical map of Utah fucked to Mr. Potato Head, or whatever the hell TJ Miller said. I don't know, that's funny. Now, if you're a Deadpool fan, if you're familiar with the comic books, you will notice right away that this movie does the thing that Deadpool fans wanted it to do. It does Deadpool right. He is wisecracking. They didn't sew his mouth shut. He's the merc with the mouth. Thus his mouth shall be open, and it shall be throwing shade and making lewd jokes and talking shit the whole movie. That's what Deadpool does. He breaks the fourth wall, he talks to the audience. It's a commentary on a lot of different superhero movies, superhero genres. Ryan Reynolds references himself. He references Hugh Jackman. He references the different timelines of X-Men movies between Patrick Stewart and James McAvoy. It's very, very meta, very, very in-your-face, tongue-in-cheek. See what we did there? That is ultimately kind of my problem with Deadpool. Please don't get mad at me. I know I don't want to piss off millions of comic book fans. All I'm saying is I kind of like when the comic books take themselves seriously as comic books. This comic book doesn't take itself seriously as a comic book. The character breaks the fourth wall to the comic book reader. It's very, very true to the comic. And so if you're a fan of the comic, you're going to walk into this movie and walk out of it having one hell of a good time. I also think this movie is great for people that aren't really that familiar with comic books at all. If all you want to do is you want to go watch a body lewd rated R comedy, by the way, definitely rated R, definitely to the mother of the 9-year-old girl that went to see the movie. When my fiance and I saw the movie, there was a little 9-year-old girl dressed up like Ant-Man. All right, good luck explaining that shit to her. It's rated R. It's rated R for a reason. And so if you're in the mood for a body lewd rated R comedy and you want to see some fun action sequences, you're going to love this movie. If you're a fan of the Deadpool comic, you're going to love this movie. At the risk of further offending Deadpool fans, I kind of liken Deadpool to the Weird Al Yankovic of the Marvel Universe. Like, he's purposefully mocking the Marvel Universe. He's admittedly a ripoff of Deathstroke. Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, Wade Wilson, Deadpool. He's admittedly a comedic take on this mercenary mutant character. He makes jokes that are very, very now. You kind of have to be an audience member now in 2016. I think 10, 15 years from now, looking back, a lot of these jokes may fall flat, which is kind of how I view Weird Al Yankovic. Weird Al Yankovic's like, hey, remember that song Bad? Yeah, I like that song. I made a song called Fat. And in the music video, I'm fat. I'm wearing a fat suit. Everybody's fat. Get it? Yeah, no, yeah, I get it. Get it? Get it? No, I get it. I get it, Weird Al. I get it. I would just rather listen to the original song. And I'm kind of that same way with the movie. I think I would rather watch a Marvel movie, not a comment on a Marvel movie. They kind of try to shoehorn in a little bit of a love story between him and Vanessa Copycat, I think is who they're hinting at here, that she will be revealed at some point to be the mutant Copycat. She doesn't really seem fazed at all by Colossus and Negasonic and all these other superhuman characters, which might make sense if she herself is a superhuman character, but a lot of the humans in this movie not really fazed. I guess we're supposed to have taken into account that everybody in this universe is already okay with mutants and superheroes and supervillains running around. It's sort of the norm in this world. I did feel like his relationship with Copycat was a little rushed. I don't know if they're going to try to get away from that and delve into his relationship with Death, or if maybe Copycat will reveal herself to Deadpool as Copycat at some point. I don't know. I also found it interesting that They tried to sort of bridge the gap between Deadpool and X-Men, which I'm interested to see how this will play out in future films, because the X-Men movies are movies that take themselves very seriously. From First Class to Days of Future Past to Apocalypse, you have movies that take place in the 1960s, 1970s, 1980s. They're political thrillers. They're commentaries on society, on how human beings interact. They're very serious in their tone. And then you have this movie Deadpool that is very not serious in its tone, and they're sort of trying to make the two of them fit. I also didn't really know why they felt the need to change out Colossus. I don't know why. We need a CGI Colossus, I guess. We had a guy. I don't know why you're doing that. And then they introduced Negasonic Teenage Warhead. I'm a Marvel fan, but I gotta be honest, I'm not terribly familiar with Deadpool, and I'm not terribly familiar with Negasonic Teenage Warhead. My understanding is that she has completely different powers in the comics than she does in the movie, and they were like, so who the fuck cares? Nobody knows who she is anyway. Now, all of that is not to say that I didn't have a good time. I had a good time at this movie. I laughed. I laughed at all the inside jokes, the Easter eggs, the references to other superhero franchises, the references to the fact that they couldn't afford certain names in the movie, the references to other actors who have played other roles, the references to this abomination of a character. All those little things, they made me chuckle. I thought it was fun. I had a good time. I think I enjoy the fact that superheroes occupy a certain space. And Deadpool is definitely not in that space. He would be a horrible, horrible superhero. He murders people on an overpass in broad daylight. Just shoots people right through the head. I kind of like that Batman doesn't kill. Spider-Man doesn't kill. They wrap the villains up, they send them back to Arkham, or Spidey hangs them with a little sign, "Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man." I like that.
When the police arrive, tell them that this little package is from their friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
But I did have fun with this movie, guys. Ryan Reynolds is great as Deadpool. TJ Miller is great. Everything is fun. I think what made this movie work so well, what made people love this movie so much, is that it was different. It was unique. And I think going forward, that uniqueness might wear off pretty quickly. The humor might get old really fast. I see the appeal. I just would prefer it a different way. So guys, Deadpool, what did you think? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video and you want to see more of my videos, you can click right there to subscribe. Thank you. Come here. Come here. What? Oh, goodness. You're on camera. You're on YouTube.
Do you want to comment on Deadpool, Gracie?
Did you like Deadpool? Did you like it? Did you like it? Did you like it?
She's speechless.
Did you like the Deadpool? But I can see it getting old really quick.
Oy.
I got Miss Grammar back here.
Grammar.
Hi, we do things really quick now.
We got a BS in journalism here, so
Yeah.
I gotta stick there for Grant.
I'll do it. Hey, have you seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off? I have too.